to the Twitchers. What's up, boys and girls? We are live. Like Mike said, Twitch and YouTube. We're waiting for the guests to pop on. But we've been running golden moments about football, so here we are. You know what we're gonna do? Oh look, there she is. There you go, boys and girls. So here we are live on the Chris and Mike show. I'm Chris, he's Mike, and this is Danielle Renee. Perfect timing because once we get past 10 minutes with technical difficulty, we just go and hope the guests can come in and join us. And here you are. Here you are. How
Here I
are you
am.
Welcome.
today?
iPhone and my computer would not work, so I had to go to my Android.
There you go. It's okay. As long as we got you here now, that's all that matters. We were talking football, so this will be much more engaging now that you're with us.
Yes. Did y'all see that game Sunday with the Texans? Yeah.
I'm in
I
the
didn't. Who the
Midwest,
Texans
so
play? Yeah. Who the Texans
Jacksonville.
play? Jacksonville. Okay, yeah, no, I'm in Arizona. Mike's in
Jacksonville.
Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So let's dive right into it. So am I saying that right? Danielle Renee.
Yes. Danielle Renee. Yes.
Okay, okay. So give us a little elevator speech of who you are and what we're going to talk about and promote for you today on the Chris and Mike Show. Uh oh. Can you hear me, Donnell?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. There's a delay. Are you on a Wi-Fi high speed or are you on like a hotspot?
I'm on and I'm on the Wi-Fi high speed, the Xfinity.
Okay. I don't know why there's a delay. We usually don't have delays, but it is what it is. So tell our listeners of 28 countries who you are and what you're all about.
Well, hello, 28 countries. My name is Danielle Renee. I reside from a little country town called Arcola, Texas, and right outside of Houston.
Okay.
I am an international entertainer, performer, singer. I've been
Nice.
around the world 8 times now.
Wow.
Um,
What, no kidding. 8 times.
Mostly,
Wow.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. I toured a lot. Chinese singer, reggae artist.
Okay.
Myself personally, I did a lot of residencies in Asia.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So kind of like
that
a
pretty much.
residency in Vegas.
So, well, I did do a residency in Vegas. I was working on one, but it never pulled through. I was going to do Donna Summers and Natalie Cole, and it didn't come through. But I've done like about 6 shows there in Vegas
What
now
No, what
within
what I
the
what
last
what
year and a half.
what I was asking to kind of make people understand a residency in Asia is kind of like a residency in Vegas. So you picked one spot and you had X amount of shows there.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. And mostly Thailand, Japan, Taiwan, Hong, Shanghai,
Cool.
Beijing, those type of things in like top hotels. Yeah.
Nice. So how is the response for you going to those countries? Because I know a lot of the countries used to be, behind where we were at in the United States musically until the internet exploded and opened everything up, right? So are you getting um, a real embrace from those crowds in those countries?
Oh yes, of course. Like in I first left America in '96 and went to
Okay.
Japan, and I was just amazed at how they knew the lyrics better than I did.
Wow.
And they would always always correct me, but they didn't speak English, and I just found it fascinating. So it made me have to study harder
Yeah.
because they really didn't know all the lyrics to the songs.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it really was. It really
Some
was. Great country, great country.
Any questions, Mike?
Now I'm looking at these. Your photography is amazing here. I'm just checking out your website as he's scrolling through here. This is really cool.
Thank you.
So, are you
Yeah, I have
based
to
in the United
update. I have
States and
to.
then you tour out of here, or do you live outside the United States permanently now?
Well, no, honey. I used to live outside of the states, but unfortunately, COVID. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately because it brought me home. COVID. I came home. Me and my brother were preparing to do a short little tour. We released a line dance song. That's line dance is going crazy now, but we released a song. Came home for a little short tour, about 3 weeks, and the world shut down for COVID. And I was like, okay, I'm going back to work, blah, 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 blah. Next thing I know, here we are 5 years later, and I'm still here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Um,
So that kind of put
yeah.
the kibosh on your touring schedule for a while?
Yeah, no, not really, because I entered into a genre of music called Southern Soul,
Ooh.
and basically it's trail ride, country,
Mm.
zydeco, blues, soul music. So I entered it. I was in pop for a very long time. So
Okay.
at a certain age, you like, Auntie does not have good knees anymore, so we can't be up here in these.
You can't be up there dancing, doing all the choreography as you age up, right?
That
You
part, thank you, Tina Turner, for trying to
right?
tell us how
Oh,
we could
oh,
do it. But,
oh, oh.
no, so
Tina
this
Turner, love
music.
Tina Turner.
Oh, I love her. I love her. I always said I was gonna go and knock on her, go to Switzerland. I was gonna knock on her door until I was her long lost
Yeah,
if she would believe me. But
she had a place in Switzerland.
yeah, she left
I
the
didn't know
United States
that.
a pretty
She was
long
the
time
queen,
ago.
man.
She moved to.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
Yeah.
so Bruce, because we found you via Bruce Gambino on Velochita. He actually sent me this link that you went on a tour with Smokey, or you did some shows with Smokey Robinson, which super cool because Smokey Robinson, legend, right?
Legend.
So how was so
Yes,
did
look
you
at that.
get to hang out with him? Did you hang out with him, meet him, talk to him, or did you just kind of perform and never cross paths? Because that always intrigues us as musicians too. When you get to play with
Mhm.
somebody that's up in an upper echelon performer, what's the vibe like? Is he a nice guy? Is he arrogant? Give us some insight on him, Donale.
Let me tell you that I had just flew in from Japan. No, I was in. I take that back. I flew in from Hong Kong. It was in Hong Kong and Shanghai. But anyway, flew in. I was tired, 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 so exhausted. I got to do the sound check, and this big guy comes in and say, "Who are you?" And I
Right.
said, "I'm the opening act first." And he says,
Nice.
"Well, we don't know anything about this." I said, "How can you not know about me? And I'm on your name. You see my face on your the name tag."
Mm-hmm.
He looked and he was like, "Oh," I said, "Well, you need to talk to the manager." So at the end of the day, I go backstage and Smokey's there, and he's like, "You have a very beautiful voice. I love it." Then
Nice.
afterward, I said, "Thank you, Mr. Robinson." My eyes were closing like I was jet lagged, like none
Oh
other.
no.
I just want to just curl up in a corner and go to sleep. But this was an amazing opportunity for me. So I had
Mm-hmm.
to, I had to pull it together. So
Sure.
after the show, he invites us to his dressing room. He's, says, I wish you good luck. You keep going. Your voice is amazing. He talks to my manager at that time and, was giving him some tips on, what to do with me and stuff. And, we fought for years trying to get a song with him, but that didn't happen. But he was such a nice person. Now, on the other hand, I do have to say, like, the manager wasn't pleased at first, but then after I sung, he was kind of cool with me.
Right. Right. I'm sorry. My wife is texting me, so I had to respond to her.
No, that's a
Not
great
being
story.
rude.
That's okay.
It is a great story.
I love Smokey
Yeah,
Robinson myself.
yeah. Yeah, my song is "Baby, Let's Move Away from Me."
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way. I was waiting for the song. He sung it the last. I was like, So by that time, I was underneath the bleachers.
Yeah.
I was so tired.
So the cool thing that's popping out to me on your website here as I scroll through your photos, you have the unique ability to look different.
Yes.
Like,
That's why
it's amazing. So
that's kind of why I
Go
was
ahead, Mike.
speechless there for a minute, because as you were scrolling through, I'm like, how many different people can
Right.
this person become?
cause yeah,
It's
like right there.
fascinating.
That's yeah, like right there. It's the same
And
person.
all beautiful. That's
Right.
Usually you look better as one
Yeah.
person or the other. You look great
Uh-huh.
as all these people.
Yeah.
That's why I was fascinated at you're able to, like he said, you're able
Well-
to pull off each different look so well.
Yeah. And your smile is contagious. You have a
Thank
great
you.
smile. Like you can tell you're truly filled with joy and happiness, and just I mean, because your smile bounces off the screen.
I agree.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
the
I have
gangster
a-
style.
I have
Me too.
See, I have a fascination with wigs. So I'll go in the store and I'll put on a wig,
Okay.
and it just changed my whole
Nice.
lifestyle.
Yeah. So can you give us the address to your store?
We want to look amazing
No,
too.
and that's I know. I did start a wig line, and
Okay.
it was for my daughter. It was called Pink Box Glam Shop, and she
Nice.
had no interest in it. No interest in it. So
Aw.
I am thinking about relaunching that shop again.
Yeah, hey, we had a guy on the show that his turmoil was went through a really dark path. Ended up being in jail for the 5th time. Had an epiphany. Dropped to his knees, praised to the baby Jesus, and helped turn his life around. But he went from that chaotic life to taking a pasta dish to an AA meeting in which everybody was blown away by how good it was, and now he sells his homemade pasta. He's in Piggly Wiggly and some other store he's working on. That's launched him to write a book about his experience from bars to jars, a saucy redemption story, and then that has taken him down the path of where they're putting together a pilot to be on one of the streaming networks all about that, and then that's taken another step further where there's potential movie stuff in the works just from and he does cologne and perfumes as well, just from a moment. So I would absolutely say get that line going again, because it's just more branding for you, the person and the artist, and another reason for people to find you online, right?
Well, that's an amazing story. I like that from
Yeah.
bars to jars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Pink Box. Okay,
I
the Pink
think-
Glam Shop. The gum like.
Say that again.
I said that gives gives a chance, inspiration for
Yes.
Pink Box Glam Shop to go ahead on and come to life.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yep. For some reason I thought you said lamb chop, so I just had to stop myself. Like lamb. Oh, Stevie Wonder,
I love,
get out of
ooh,
Dodge.
I love Michael Jackson.
Where's Michael Jackson? You got a picture of Michael Jackson?
Right
No,
there,
right next to it, to the left. Or
Over
maybe
here?
To the
your
left.
right.
Oh, wow. That's
That is
cool.
amazing. What year is
You would
that?
talk. Yeah.
Then Benny King is to the right of that.
Okay.
And I have a funny story. Now, what year
that's
was
that's Benny King right there? No, that's Robert. Robert. Okay. Okay.
That's Robert
There's
Shipley
Steve.
from.
Yep, there's
he was
Stevie. So there's Benny
and
King.
that's
Okay, cool.
right there.
Yeah.
And I'm a funny story about that one too.
Yes.
So, Maxi Priest, I worked with him. I toured with him for about 4 years.
Okay.
And his manager, Toby Ludwood, was managing Benny King as well. So he says, "Hey, come over to Blue Note. Benny King is here, blah, blah, blah." And no, Cotton Club. He was at the Cotton Club in Japan. And so I was like, okay. So as we were walking through the corridor from the train station to get to the club, I noticed that
Right.
James Brown is to the right at another
Oh.
venue. I'm like,
Another
I-
legend.
I want to, yeah, I should go to James Brown. But I said, well, he's always here, right? Benny
Yeah.
King, on the other hand, I really thought the man was dead. So I was like, oh my God, this is an opportunity. I have to go see him because I thought he had passed away a long time ago. So I went in, met with him. Such a great man. Oh wow, he gave us so much insight in the business and songwriting, as well as you stroll down too. You'll see me with bop 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 bop, Mr.
Tutti frutti. So Rudy. Tutti frutti.
Let me get back to that story. Then I'll come back to this one.
Little
So,
Richard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little Richard, yeah. So as I come out of there, I said, dang, I thought we were going to get at least opportunity to go in and catch the end part of James Brown's show, but they had already finished.
Right.
So 3 weeks later, I'm on my way. I always came back home on Christmas Day, or because I always did a big Christmas Eve party in Japan. So
Oh, nice.
he packed it up. Christmas Day, as I was landing in Atlanta, he was there. I wanted to run to Grady Hospital and just like resurrect him. Get up, you can't die. I need to see your show. So sad.
Oh,
I was so sad because I had an opportunity to really just,
Mm.
go in. The good thing about Japan, working in Japan, is that, there weren't many Black artists there in Japan or singers performing. So most of these artists that came over, they would walk the street, not Michael Jackson, but they would, walk the street. And if you're out and about, they see you, they're like, hey, and you're like, hey, do you know who you are? Like that. And with them, or you got to meet them through someone else that you knew in the music industry. So that was the coolest. I loved working in Japan because I got to meet so many artists, and go to so many shows. Charlie Wilson, I got a free ticket. Most of the shows were always like they invite you to their shows. But Charlie Wilson, I paid his show 4 times.
Wow.
Because his show was amazing. It changed every night. His show changed every night. So that's what I try to do is change my appearance, change my shows, have different things going on in my shows. That makes it, after you see the great legends do their shows, you try to be great as well too. So yeah, that's why you see a lot of the looks, because
it's good though, because it keeps it fresh, and then you're not putting on the same show every time somebody comes to see you, right? You're changing it up, and you're making each show a unique experience on some level. I mean, I'm sure you'll do certain things that are the same, but it's nice to do that, to be able to, hey, like we can't do that. I can't change my look. I can shave this and put a hat on or take the hat off. That's what you get, right? So you have that ability. Women luckily have that ability, right? Where you can kind of change your appearance with, like you said, with a hair color, with a wig, with what you wear, different colors do different things, bring out your eyes, all that kind of jazz. So, I mean, that's really cool. That's really cool. And we are on your YouTube page now. So, boys and girls, Donnelly Renee. Is it Donnelly? Danielle Renee.
Danielle.
Danielle Renee.
Just
Diamond of
It's
Soul.
okay.
Diamond of Soul. I like that. Right? Diamond of Souls. So yeah, boys and girls, go check out her video. Now, how recent are some of these? Oh, there you go. They're on the end. So what are you doing now? Are you touring now? Are you taking a break? Talk a little bit about what you're doing and all the kind of fun stuff.
I'm making a comeback now. Last year was a very, very hard, and the beginning of this year, very, very hard year. My sister was diagnosed with cancer, and so I stopped everything. Thank you. This time last year, I was in California, Riverside. So when the platform you guys on Riverside, I was like, "Oh, sis, look." So I dropped it. I went to go take care of her with my stepmom, and she passed away this April. And my aunt had just passed away prior to me leaving there.
Wow, I'm
And
so sorry.
nephew, yeah, it was a bad year last year. My nephew, he was in a bad car accident, and the hospital wanted his organs, and the family dealt with that. Man, it was just like crazy. So I didn't do any. Last year was just bad. My mental state was off the meter. Like, no, I can't do this. Then my brother just passed away in June. So I am just, then my child, I'm sorry, and then my best friend, she passes away um about 2 months ago. So it was like when I get started back singing,
Mm,
something makes my heart heavy again.
yeah.
So I did dove deep back into my meditation and prayers and just clearing everything up. So now I finally finished my first Christmas song.
Nice.
So
Congratulations.
um that
And what's the Christmas
thank
song?
you.
Is it a remake or is it something original?
Well, it's original. It's called Best
Nice.
Gift.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll make sure you guys get a copy of it when we release it.
Absolutely.
We have Thanksgiving night is what we're trying to do it, midnight,
Oh, that's
release
good.
it. And we're doing also a documentary of
Oh,
the ladies that are in Southern Philly that I work with, and it's called The
nice.
Diamonds of Soul. And
Cool.
I am the diamond of soul. They're the diamonds of soul. And
Right.
my goal is to put the documentary out the first of the year. Do start a tour. We've already started touring, but we don't have like the big tour. We have like certain
Mm,
groups in the organization. So there's 7 ladies and
okay.
8, including myself. Um,
Okay.
and we've done like 3 or 4. We did one big show in Dallas, but we haven't really did the big show.
Gotcha.
So that's the goal, is releasing documentary and then taking that on tour internationally. Hopefully,
Nice.
the middle part later than the last part of 2026.
Okay, so let me
Then
ask you a
there's
question. I want to stop you right there. I want to ask you a question because a lot of the people that watch and listen to our show, they're not going to understand the concept of this. So you're going to do an international
Mhm,
tour. Talk. I don't want you to spend the whole
mhm.
rest of our time about it, but talk a little bit about what goes into actually planning something like that and how much involvement is needed as far as the prep time to just create an international tour. Because in the United States, it's relatively simple, right, for the most part, but you're going internationally. So, what kind of barriers do you have to get through in order to make that happen? And how far in advance do you have to start scheduling dates and planning the trips and all that kind of jazz? Just so, like, the reason I'm asking this question is we watched the thing one time on our show here that Bruno Mars behind the scenes. Like, you never think about what an artist has to go through preparing for a show, kind of like what you probably do. Like we were just in a rock band, so everybody but me, because I was a singer, they just kind of stood in their place and did their thing. I'm the one that's going all over the stage and stuff, right? Not that I was dancing like Bruno Mars, mind you, but it fascinated me when I saw that, and I was like, because you never think about it. You see the finished product, but you never think of it
Mhm.
as just a normal guy who buys the music and stuff. Like what actually is involved in creating that product on stage,
That's a great
especially with all the
question, man. It
choreography and
really is.
stuff. Thank you, Mike. So I kind of just want to get some insight as to, for doing an international tour, what's involved in that, because it's got to be very time consuming and it's got to be very detail oriented, right? You just can't say, I'm going to go to Japan tomorrow. So give us a little insight to that, because that's something I think it fascinates me. So I think it'll fascinate others that are watching and listening.
Okay. Well, with this particular one, it's definitely difficult because I am the glue, and so
Okay.
therefore I can get along with a lot of different people. So I have 7 women that I have to make sure that they can get along with each other.
Right?
That's the first key.
Wow.
Step number one.
Step number one. That's a big step,
Everybody
too.
can get along.
Wow.
Step- Everybody has passports. Step 3 is getting sponsorship. That is
Mm,
where I am at now. I'm trying to get the sponsorship from liquor brands, hotel brands,
mm,
um, as well as promoters.
mm,
I don't have deep pocket, so I have to get the sponsorship needed to take these ladies on tour. Now we're not asking a whole bunch of money because we want to brand the Diamonds of Soul and brand our name.
mm.
And with giving a great show, we hope with the following tour would be bigger money. So
Gotcha.
then you have rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the dates, the sponsorship, then you can get the dates. Once the date
Gotcha.
starts, then you go and get the rehearsals. Um, but before the rehearsal, you have to get the band. But I have, several
Right.
different great musical directors that I work with who believe in the vision. So that was
Hmm.
really, really, really the easiest step right there. The main, after you do that, the rehearsals. We have to set out how many rehearsals is going to be required. Everybody has to be on their A game and make sure that they
Mm-hmm.
know their music, their words, their lyrics, because it
Yeah.
is going to be a show within a show, a 3 hour show
Wow.
where
Wow.
you take a you may not take an intermission. So I'm
Mm-mm.
trying to keep it where it's 3 hours. Everybody gets to do 4 or 5 songs,
Nice.
high energy, a tribute. There's going to be a tribute to the legends in blues and soul, and so
Nice.
that's where it's complicated right there, because
Okay.
picking the right songs, because the legends, they all
Mm-hmm.
have great songs. So how do you say, okay,
Right.
I can just choose one song from a legend? You can't. Like Aretha
Uh-uh.
has
Uh-uh.
2,000 million songs.
Yeah.
Tina has 800 million. Whitney has so many songs. So that is
Oh,
what the
Whitney.
key
Yeah.
point of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, is selling
Yeah.
the.
Whitney's the goat. Whitney's the goat. I don't care what anybody says. Whitney's the goat when it comes to female singers. That woman, when she sang the Star Spangled Banner at Super Bowl 25, and it was live. She sang that live and nailed it. Even now I'm getting chills. I mean, granted, I'm a Giants fan, so wide right, yay. But the national anthem, nobody, I mean, nobody I've ever heard anybody even come close to how she nailed that song. She's just like, it's
No,
so sad that she
nobody.
left our world, because what a voice, what a gift she was to lovers of music, right?
Absolutely. That's the only version of that song I actually like.
But I actually have it in my playlist.
I'm not a
Every now
huge.
and then I'll be driving around.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we should have a better tune for a national anthem. So that's the only version that I actually can stomach is hers because it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
you didn't like
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye?
I, I,
You didn't like Marvin Gaye?
I like Marvin Gaye, but I
I
think,
love Marvin Gaye
yeah,
as a
yeah,
singer, but
yeah.
I personally, I don't like the like, I think we should actually have a song that's uplifting and moves people. And I don't know. It just, to me, it needs to be updated.
Yeah.
We need an updated tune.
That's
Yeah,
hard though, man. Because
I
that's hard
mean,
though.
man,
That's hard. That was Francis
very hard song.
Scott Fitzgerald, man. That's old. Now the funny thing is, there's more to that song than actually is performed.
Yeah, there's like what, two or three more
Two or three more
verses.
verses that when you put those all together, it's like, yeah, I can see why they just picked this chunk of it, because
Yeah.
the other one's just, the other part of it doesn't work. But yeah.
Right.
So when
Exactly.
you do your international tour, are you going to do stuff in the States, or are you just going to go outside the country?
No, we're gonna start here, kick out the
Okay,
kinks, and
cool.
then go over. My goal
Okay.
is to go to London,
Mm,
Dubai, Greece. I do have connections in Greece.
nice.
Then back to Asia.
Okay.
Only reason in Germany. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I have those connections that I'm trying to work with to bring the tour. Then the budget. Once again, I have to
Yeah.
work on um, sponsorship. What monies I can get from them, the hotels and all that, to be
Right.
able to say, okay, I can bring 8 girls, or I can bring 5 girls, four
Yeah.
girls, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing of it. And scale it
So,
down. So some
so
places
how do
now
you
want those shows.
pick if you have 7 girls to start with, and then the budget ends up being that you can do 5, including you? How do you take from those 7 girls and pick 4?
I flip a coin. No, no, no. I just see their
Mm,
availability, and I also I look at who most likely, and I'm gonna say all the ladies, they get along well. It's just like, but some of them, just don't gel together,
mm,
or some are just way outrageous divas.
mm.
And and I'm just like this simple hometown girl, and
Yeah.
they wonder, why are you so calm all the time, girl? Please, I meditate.
So,
I'm very
so
or detail
mm. That answers my question. So the humble ones are going to be the ones that get chosen, as opposed to the, woohoo, you know,
Yes.
I have
that
to
makes it,
because I
yeah,
can't deal with the drama. I can't. I really can't.
yeah.
So, but
No.
the overall goal is my ladies because I'm a big fan of all the
Mm.
ladies that I picked for the Diamonds and So I'm a huge fan of all of them.
That's good. As you should be, because you're gonna share the stage with them, and you're gonna give them their moments to shine. Right, every show, like you said, every one of the stars, even though you're the diamond, they're gonna have 4 or 5 songs to sing. So you have to be just as much as a fan, right? Because otherwise, why are you letting them showcase that? Why are you letting them step in front of you and be like, the person for the crowd for that 10, 15 minutes, depending on the length of the song. So I think what you have set up sounds really intriguing. That's why I asked if it was going to be in the country as well. So if, as the tour goes on, as you make money, because I'm sure you're going to, it's going to be a success. If you ever come to Arizona or Chicago, let us know because I would love to come check it out, as I'm sure Mike would. Mike, and by the way, you're the first female artist we've had on the show.
Hey, so
Yeah. Yeah, and we love female singers. I mean, to me, I tell my wife all the time when I'm listening to something that women have such a better dynamic voice than men do. You can do so many different things in the voice where you have certain men that can kind of, you know, do the big 7, 6, 7 octaves, right? But to me, there's nothing sexier than a woman on stage just belting out a song and you just feel it in every, being of your fiber of your being, just because they can hit those notes. And then when you go, like it came up, and you remember the band Four Non Blondes?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
no.
so the song "What's Up" came on the radio one night when we were going out somewhere, and if you listen to that like you've never heard it before, as she goes from clean to rasp, and then the low register, it's a
That's
phenomenal track, and that's something that a male voice can't pull off. So there's things that women artists like yourself can do vocally that you automatically win me over, because as a vocalist, I look at the vocalist and I listen to how they sound and how they sing. So that to me is just, phenomenal. I mean, and it doesn't matter what genre either, because aside from Mariah Carey drives me nuts. Um, but especially with just the dynamic of female artists, you automatically win me over. You automatically have credibility with me anyway, because you're a female artist and you're doing things that most male vocalists cannot do. So that's a win right there.
No, thank you. Yeah, and what was the name of that group again? Four non.
Four non-blondes.
I'll tell you
We just dated ourselves, Mike.
I'll tell you who she's got a picture with Michael
You
Jackson. I
said
mean,
so
I'm not
She
fast.
does have a picture of Michael Jackson. She does, yeah.
I'll tell you who she is, Danielle.
Yeah.
Her name is Linda Perry.
Oh, I know.
She
I
and
know who it is.
I knew
I thought
I
it was
knew
so.
I knew she would know who that is because
Ah,
Linda Perry actually wrote most of Pink's first. She probably wrote all of Pink's first album, and then Pink took credit for it, and it became a big deal behind the scenes. So anybody that's familiar with that story knows who Linda Perry is because there was a
I didn't
falling
know
out.
that.
They used to
Mhm.
be best friends.
really?
Oh yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
and
I
I could
learned
be
something
skewing
today.
that story a little bit, but my understanding is Linda Perry is pretty much directly responsible for writing most of that first album for Pink.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
is that your
Now,
understanding
wait.
as well?
That's the first album after she left LaFace Records.
Yes. The
Oh,
one that made her famous.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Right. The one that, yeah. Right. Uh-huh.
interesting.
Yep. Yep. I know now. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So
And you
with
mentioned
your
Mariah Carey.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think I
No,
also
you're fine. Go ahead.
I did the MTV Mariah Carey as well too when you said that. I'm like you. Um, poor thing. Poor the baby.
No, so I know you sent me some social links and stuff. So as far as your music catalog, can people find you on all the Spotify and Apple, iTunes, etc.?
Yes, and they can actually go. You probably find more music on YouTube because um, there are songs that like people bought in Japan or when I was doing shows in France, and
Okay.
like they just put my music up and it was amazing. Like I'll go put in Danya Renee and oh, I forgot I did this song. Or, oh, that was on the other album or an album.
Right.
I'm like, well, how did they put this on this album? And then one, so yeah, they can find it everywhere. This is the one that we're about to release now. Back That Booty was when I first came back.
Back that booty.
I like that.
It was a line dance.
That's
So
awesome.
we're gonna promote that. And
Oh,
so it's Back
okay.
That Booty 2.0, and Back That Booty 3.0. So
Okay.
next month we're recording a collaboration video of myself, the Party King, Peter Jones, Johnny James, It's Karma, Ice Doll, and Miss Houston. So
Wow.
all three records will be placed into one,
Wow.
and we're going to record the video, which is going crazy now, line dances. But I was reminded that I was one of the first females to put a line dance in her song, but
Oh,
because of the things that were going on in my life, I didn't promote the record as much. So I decided
okay.
to go ahead on and re-record it with my brother and then these other 5 other artists, and we're gonna just do the big video and drop it and see where it goes. But everybody loves
Nice.
it because it's a tribute to women with all kinds of booties, little booties, big booties, stomachs, all that. Just get up and party. Don't,
Yeah,
That's
don't need to go
awesome.
get one.
that's awesome. That's
So,
very
Very,
awesome.
so
very,
I
very
have to
fun song.
assume that you have country music to go with your line dance. Otherwise, it wouldn't make much sense.
Well, no, it's kind of it's in the Southern Soul genre, which is also my music is in this new genre of music that hasn't been really recognized yet,
Okay.
is soul country. And so as you see, yeah, we have our country, we out there in the fields and horses and wagons and all
Is
of
that
that.
this is the back to booty video?
Is this in Texas?
There I go.
This is I pulled this out.
That's,
I pulled
that's
this off the I pulled this off the YouTube, boys and girls. This is back your booty.
Yeah, she said this is in Texas.
Cool.
yeah.
We'll give it a little volume, even though we usually get shut down by giving it volume.
I got this bottom, baby,
Oh,
nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
round. And when
like
I
the
shake
voice,
it for
man.
you, I'ma
Oh.
make you howl. All my ladies, if you got that fire, step up on the floor and we can take it a little higher. Oh, you
I
know
love it.
that this feels
Yeah.
so right. Young or thick and thin, who cares about a type?
Damn.
Now I
You
get
got
it.
that thing,
Now,
ladies,
yeah.
you know what to do. Go on ahead and back it up and make him lose his cool.
You got
me.
Now,
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
You got me.
absolutely.
and back it up, back that booty.
We're gonna,
I'm
we're gonna
in.
get yeah, we're gonna put that up on our Facebook page for sure.
Yeah, we'll share
Back
that for
that
sure. That's
booty.
awesome. I love
Yo.
that.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
really nice hook, nice melody. Love the sound of the voice. Like that's right on. Don.
Yeah, I like
right
the
on.
Thank
swing that you
I
got
like it.
to your music. That's definitely the southern element, is that swing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was fun. And that was one of my that was I called a low budget movie. Got my because I had a car accident too after this. I mean before this.
Oh
Like
my.
2 days, literally 4 8 days, a lady slams in the back of my car and
Are you
almost
kidding?
flipped us, me and my granddaughter. Me and my granddaughter
Wow.
she was in the back. We were going to another show. I was getting ready to. I stopped by my uncle's to give him his birthday present, and then I had a show in the park. Well, I didn't make the show in the park, and but I had the video already set up. So when I tell you I was in so much pain in that video right there, baby, I was like, oh God, please let this hurry up and be over with. But yeah, we had fun. All of
Yeah.
those my nieces, my trail rider friends, like they had a trail ride. We was like, we're coming to do the video. We need your scenery there.
It turned out amazing.
so,
I
I
love
just
yeah.
it.
put you, yeah. Yeah. I
Thank
just put you up
you.
on our
Thank
Facebook page because I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Back that
yeah.
booty. I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna play it
Yeah.
for my wife later. Come here, honey.
But yeah, that movie yeah, most ladies love it. And I have a anthem called Spend My Money. women love that because they at the shows they get to chant my, it's my, it's my. That's the whole thing. The show, women just like this, my money. You can't tell me how to spend it. So she may love that one too. I have two anthems. I have
Texas gon' back it up. Louisiana gon' back it up. Yeah. Hey, Arkansas gon' back it up. Mississippi gon' back it up. Yeah. Hey, Tennessee gon' back it up. Tennessee gon' back it up. Yeah. Hey, Florida gon' back it up. SC gon' back it up.
So
Yeah.
who's
Hey,
the male singing there?
That's the Party King, my brother, the Party King. He's my actual
Okay, cool,
my real
cool.
brother.
Shout out to Party King. You got the sound, brother. Like
Absolutely.
It. I like
That's
it.
great, man.
I like it.
Yeah.
We need to get some electric guitars in this and get some rock it out a bit, you know.
I got
and
you.
just take it
Oh,
to a whole
yeah.
new level, man.
I got you covered.
Yeah. Dude, I could totally see that being a hit. Yeah, I can totally see this being a hit, man.
Are you signed to a record label, or are you independent, or how are you promoting your music?
I am an independent artist. I was signed. My very first record deal was only record deal. I take that back. Was in out of Atlanta, and that was in '95. And I was released in '97. And went to Japan and just stayed overseas and put music out on my own Jesnick Entertainment label.
Okay.
So now I'm working with marketing team called Expand Entertainment, and basically they help me market the music through social media platforms and whatnot. But I still record my own music, hold my own masters, and
Good for you.
put them out when I want to put them out. For 2026, you'll hear a lot more of me. I'm going to also go back to doing some more pop EDM tracks. I've been having people. I have about 3 EDM techno songs out that I've done throughout the years, and so I've been getting asked to use my
Requests,
voice
yeah.
on those tracks. So, yeah, so
I
just love music.
Yeah, I could see that the way your
Mhm.
voice is, that you could kind of go up and down the dial genre wise, which is really cool. Which again goes back to what I said earlier. Women have such a better dynamic of vocals range than men do, and you know, I mean, there's a few men that can kind of do it all, but
I would say it
Just-
differently. I would say that
Okay.
it's easier for women to cross genres than it is
oh,
for
there
men.
you go.
Right?
Okay,
I
I'll
can
take that.
take her seriously as a country singer. I can take her seriously as a gospel singer. I can take her seriously as a pop singer. She can do all those things because not only, like I said, you became a different character for every song you sang, right? She's
Yeah.
literally becoming a different human being in a different genre. But because her voice is so dynamic, you take it seriously. I think it's more that
Yeah.
they can cross genres.
That's
You know,
what I was
people
trying to
gave
get at.
Beyonce
Yeah,
a hard
yeah.
time for releasing this country album, but it still sold 100 million copies, right? She's still giving a middle finger to the world.
That part right there, I
Yeah.
would do whatever. Y'all better go on back to business. Yeah, you know, one of my favorite. I can honestly tell you what, I have 2 favorite singers, and that's well, definitely Barbara Streisand, and then the Carpenters. Like,
Oh,
Oh, Karen
I
Carpenter. Jeez.
yeah, when I first got to Japan, I was like, I had to sing so many pop. I guess though, what that wasn't like pop, but was it pop that era for them?
It was
Carpenters
pop
and
for that
Barbra-
era for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Because
yeah, because back in the day, right? Pop is just popular music. It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. You think of pop
Right.
music now, it's a whole different meaning, right?
It
But
wasn't
back then-
demonized back then. It was,
Right, exactly. It was just
heralded.
popular. Right, it was just popular music. It was rock music, and that was kind of and country western, right? Because it wasn't country music; it was country western. So you had really
Right.
just those kind of 3 mainstay categories, right? And then you had the folk rock and folk music. But yeah, pop rock back then was just popular music or pop music, right? Now it's just you know, the Justin Biebers and the Bruno Mars and all that kind of candy ass pop rock stuff that I like to call it. But that's just me. But yeah, it was just popular music for sure. And that surprises me. Those are your two
So when,
people you pull out from your favorites. Like I wasn't expecting that,
I wasn't either.
which is cool.
impressive.
yeah, like I sit and listen to Barbara Streisand and the Carpenters like all day because
Yeah.
the melodies just register with my
Mm.
soul. I'm telling you, the lyrics, like when Barbara Streisand sings "The Way We Were," like,
Mhm.
come on, man, that's just so beautiful. It's just like her tone is, even though it's like even out, it's just the tone in her voice
Mm.
just was like amazing, you know. And then the way the music, the melodies of the Carpenters' music,
Mm.
on Top of the World, that was the very first one I had to sing. And I was like,
Oh.
I had never heard it before. And they were like, sing Top of the World, Top of the World, Top of the World. I'm like, who is Top of the World? I don't know this song. And when I sang it, I was like, I'm sitting top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I could find. It's the way, you know, her voice is, their voice is
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Mhm.
It's
I can do this.
the
So
little subtle
that's what I try to
vibrato
do.
she had in there was so it was
Mhm.
so subtle, but if you don't do those things, it doesn't come out right. You can't sing that song
Mm.
straight.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's how I really um rehearse my voice and my music. I try to look into when I'm singing, you know, ballads and mid-tempo songs. I try to use those tones and techniques from those two singers, and then I get jobs like left and right internationally because their ears are tuned to those type of singers.
Oh,
So
nice. So
yeah, so
you found
yeah,
a niche. You found a niche. That's
on
awesome.
it.
You found your space. That's what it's all
Yeah,
about, right?
and
Finding that little spot you can slide into, like Danielle's back. Here we go.
yeah, yeah, we want her there to go. And I think I've sung "I Will Always Love You" more than Whitney ever could have sang live.
Oh,
And
now
it was
do you
like
hit it? Do
Tim,
you nail it? Do you nail it?
Of course she does.
Okay.
I
Just so I wanted to.
I don't know about now. I haven't sung it in 5 years, but
Okay.
I used to. It's YouTube. You can see it. You can see it on
Okay.
YouTube. But
I'll
it was
find you.
also one of that's my record deal. And he
Mm.
called me at 8 o'clock in the morning talking. I heard you could sing Whitney Houston sing, and I was like, "Who is this?" Click, and then he called right back, and I was like, "Okay, let me get some water," and I sang it, and everybody.
Oh, that's a great story right there. Who is this? Hang up, call back. Let me get some water. I got
Hold on a
you.
He called
second.
right back.
That's fantastic.
That's
And that was
I
it. You
did,
just
and
you
sorry.
just sang Whitney over the phone and boom. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they moved to Atlanta the next week,
Wow.
and it was it.
That's
Yeah, moving to
fantastic.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Now it did go under because it was backed by a telemarketing company. It went
Mm.
under, and so I had to basically leave for Japan. So, but other than
Oh,
that, God has His own plan for you
yes,
I
he does.
almost
all the time.
guarantee
Yes.
you at that moment in time they were selling beepers and prepaid phone cards.
Well, no, it was no, the two-way at that time.
Oh,
Oh,
The
like the
the
Nextel kind
yeah.
of setup.
yeah, the two, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying at that time. Yeah.
They were like walkie-talkies on
Oh yeah.
steroids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep, they sure was.
Actually, those
Absolutely.
things,
That is correct.
super squirrel moment, those things actually worked better than cell phones, still work to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I
They
wish I
did.
still had mine.
Me
Still had
too.
mine.
Don't we all? Now let's talk about size doesn't matter.
Now that is an anthem to men. So I told you I had a
I,
booty
I
song for the
figured.
ladies.
I
This is
figured it was an anthem to men.
this is like it's subliminal messages that it does not matter how you know big you think you may be, if you don't know how to work it in the middle, it doesn't
Amen.
matter. You just gotta
Amen.
have
Well,
some
it's
good
right. It's
good
it's kind
woo.
of like right. It's kind of like singing a song, right? If you don't know how to sing the song, it doesn't matter how good the song could or could not be because you don't know how to deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amen.
So that's and then I have one for big belly men. So, and they're all just like encouraging songs.
Mm.
So the big belly man song I had wrote for my boyfriend. And he was like, "That ain't for me." La, la, la. I say, listen to the music. It's not about you being fat. It's about, we love big belly men.
Hmm.
That ain't for me.
That's
Overdose. Now, Overdose was, I did 4 versions of that one, which was the pop version, EDM version, reggaeton,
okay.
and it was one other version. I can't remember what it was, but that was my very first um, release on Jesnick Entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did well. So
Yeah. I like the fact that you release more than one version. That's a nice twist on on your craft because then you're able to, like we talked about, then you can go up and down that dial, right? Because you have the same song with 3 or 4 different versions, and it's going to fit different styles and different listeners are going to pick it up. There's that back that booty again. So here's some merch.
that's merchandise.
She's yeah, she's
Yeah.
having a flash sale, boys and girls. Go buy some of her merch, man. You know, because you want to be a back that booty. I may have to buy a back that booty shirt for my wife. I'm just saying.
Okay, I mean, you have to give me that address. I'm going to see it.
Yeah, if you get an address in Queen Creek, that's me because I'm buying a T-shirt for my wife about backing up that booty. She has a cute little booty. You know, she didn't have that J-Lo booty. She's got a cute little booty,
Okay.
but you know, it's
There
it's
you
it's
go.
it's it's, it's a booty
You
that
see,
I
I don't
love.
have one
So
at all. There you go. There you go. Love that booty. Put
yep,
that back in
yep,
booty. Yeah, I guarantee you, she'll make you happy now when you put that song
yeah.
on.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Well, she makes me happy regardless. So, you know, it's good. It's good.
okay, there
No
you go.
discriminating against booties.
No booty discrimination here, man. We love all the booties, but
We
you
love
just
them
you gotta
all.
you just you know I just gotta be I gotta love my wife's booty. You know, like
Damn
she loves
right.
my booty. She wrote me a sticky note not too long ago that she left on the mirror in the morning when I got up. Says you have a cute butt. I was like, thank you. So,
Oh,
sticky notes make people's day. So, your boyfriend, give him a little sticky note every now and then, just tell him something nice about him. And I guarantee you, it's going to make his day. Little things like that. We've been together 31 years. So those little sticky notes we write for each other on randoms, she was having a bad day at work the other day and I text her, how's your day going? And she's like, well, it's better now that I found your note in my lunchbox.
Aw.
So,
oh, that's so sweet.
yeah, just little things. Do little
That
things like
is
that with your significant other. You'd be surprised how far it goes to help strengthen your relationship and your friendship because you have to have both, right? So, let your man understand. You wrote that song out of love.
Damn right.
shit. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes,
Yep, yep.
absolutely.
So in 2026, we're going to have a tour, international tour. We're hoping, right?
hmm Yes,
Okay, and then
we are also.
pimp all
I'm
your
sorry.
stuff. No, pimp all your stuff. I want to know everything that you're doing so we can get everything rolling forward. So what else you got going? Yeah.
Okay, the tour. I have a few more singles, and then I'm releasing a blues album.
Ooh,
Hopefully,
Yeah.
not hopefully, I'm almost finished. It has to be mixed and mastered. I have to record 2 songs, which is a Natalie Cole song and a Aretha Franklin song. Those are the only 2
nice.
covers
Two
that
of
I'm
my
putting on
favorites.
there. Uh, yeah, it's like, and I'm doing a Aretha Franklin song that most people do not have ever heard of or have ever done because Willie
Oh,
Nelson did it first.
ooh,
So I'm doing that one and I'm gonna put that out. But before I put the blues album out, I'm putting a short film out
mm,
that's a blues related, and it's 4 my songs that are on the album, but it's going to be telling the story
nice.
and how uh, the man is cheating on me. He gets caught. I'm waiting on him to come home. I put him out, then I burn up his post. So
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Oh yeah.
And you also have the
So-
documentary coming out about the diamonds, right?
we have the documentary coming out with the ladies and I,
Yep.
and telling our story, us in the music business, touring, our ups and downs. We've been
Yeah.
asked to do it as a reality show. I just don't like reality shows because I don't like the drama and negativity that they put on most women, and they have to fight, curse, scratch their eyeballs out.
Mhm.
I just never wanted that. They told
Yep.
me, "Oh no, we're gonna make it
No.
to where it's like you guys maybe arguing with management." I said,
No.
No, you
No,
already
you-
know that they're gonna turn it around. and we
Personal
fight amongst
experience.
each other.
Personal
You
experience.
definitely aren't gonna
I-
like it.
Yeah, I got on one, and it was down to like the final 12 they wanted, and there was like 24 of us. And kid you not, the producer came up to me and this one guy said, "I need you guys to have more drama." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I need you to do this, this, this." And as soon as it went rolling, that dude started being an asshole.
Yeah, shit's
And it was
all
everything I could do not to step up and punch him in the face, but I kind of let him do his thing. And then when it was cut, I looked at him like, "Motherfucker." Like, if there wasn't a bunch of people in this
Yeah,
room, I
yeah.
would drop you. And I looked at the producer. I said, "I'm out, man. Like, I'm not playing this game. You're not gonna come in to destroy my character for your ratings." And I walked away. The whole thing ended up falling apart anyway. But I feel you. Good for you for not doing that, because it is, to me, reality TV is bullshit. It's made up. It creates drama that doesn't need to be there, and then you create friction and chaos. And
It's
there's-
everything
there's
but
that-
reality.
Right. And there's that saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity, but there is bad publicity. If you're coming across as a drama king or a drama queen and you're shredding somebody just for ratings, that comes back to you.
Yes.
Like that comes back. You can't
Right.
chip away at somebody's soul for ratings. It doesn't work. Soapbox, sorry. Sorry.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me that, because I keep feeling that in my spirit. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish the documentary. We tell our story. We sell it on
Good
Netflix.
for you.
The tour, the tour is the end part of it, where we get the first part of it. We're getting together. We're making this thing work. Rehearsals and all of that, and then the tour, and that's it. Because I was like, I don't want to do it. I can't.
No,
I
and
just- I just
but I
can't.
agree.
It's not-
No,
No, I admire you for not doing that, because I like to do things that I have not total control of, but at least in this instance, Chris and I are the only ones making the decisions. I trust him to make the same great decision I'm going to make, right? Or at least if we're going to agree to disagree, we're going to do it respectfully. You have control of everything you're doing right now. If you let that outside influence in, like Chris said, then that just starts chipping away at your soul and what you want for your vision.
Yep.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're the master. You're the one that's got the voice.
Yep. And like you said, you own all your product, you own your masters, you do everything on your own. So that's solid right there. Keep building your life resume and keep creating a masterful legacy that people are going to look up to for years and years and years, because just in this short amount of time, I'm going to go buy your stuff, especially.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for the blues album. I want
too.
to hear what you do with the blues,
Yeah.
That's
man.
my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
I meant
So
to
what
ask
I
you
want,
about
I
that
want
earlier,
some,
so I'm glad you're doing that.
yeah. So sometime in 26, we want you back on. Even if you're overseas, because we've had people on from Australia, from South Africa, from the United Kingdom. It doesn't matter where you're at. This platform, overcomes boundaries and borders and things like that. So definitely once you come back on, especially after the blues thing hits, because then we're going to get it and then we can talk about that, because it's a powerful thing to be able to sing the blues. And it takes it up a notch to me with a female, because, again, the voice, the dynamics, the range.
Let me ask you this real quick. How much have you listened to Beth Hart?
Beth Harden?
Beth Hart, H-A-R-T.
No, I don't know. No, I've never.
Go
seen
listen
Beth
to
Hart,
her
but
sing with Jeff Beck.
Oh, I love Jeff Beck.
Okay.
I
Love
think you're
Jeff
going to
Beck.
get a lot of ideas that might help you along the way if you have not recorded this blues album yet. She's one of my favorite blues singers out there that a lot of people don't know about her because she never went after the fame and fortune, but she spent a lot of time playing with Jeff Beck because he loved her voice.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff Beck. I
Yeah.
love Jeff Beck
Me
too.
too.
See, we could just talk music for hours, because I told you, Danielle, we love musicians, and so you guys want to find Danielle, just go to Google machine, type in Danielle Renee. It's DONYELLE YAL Renee, RENNEE, and find all her stuff. 2026 is going to be another breakout year for her. And you want to be part of that because I sure want to be. I want to check out the stuff she's doing. And back that booty, right? Back that, is that what it is? Back that booty?
That's it.
Back that booty. And we
Right
leave
there.
every show. We leave every show like this. If you're feeling, sad, depressed, suicidal, don't do it. Go for a run. Go scream in a pillow. Go journal. Go write. Go work out. Do something that's going to change your mindset. If you can't find someone to talk to, text 988. Somebody is standing by waiting to help you. Tomorrow is a better day with you in it because someone does love you. They will miss you. Don't leave a hole in somebody else's heart. I'm Chris. He's Mike. This is the fantastic, just the gracious Danielle Renee. You definitely want to check her stuff out because I'm telling you, she's gonna shake the world in 2026. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We appreciate time is a valuable thing, and we love that you chose to spend an hour with us today. You are a beautiful human with a great life resume. We'll talk to you soon. Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Thank you, gentlemen.